In the world of rock and roll, very few names shine as bright as Bruce Springsteen, the boss. Born from the streets of New Jersey, raised on grit, guitars, and blue-collar dreams, Springsteen became one of the most authentic voices in American music. But behind his humble image and poetic songwriting lies a man with strong opinions. And over the decades, Bruce has been brutally honest about what he loves in music and what he can't stand. Welcome to another explosive episode of Legend Uncovered Today. We dive deep into the 5 bands that Bruce Springsteen reportedly hated the most, and the surprising reasons why. Get ready, because this list doesn't just expose rivalries. It reveals the battle between authentic rock and empty showmanship, between truth and image, between the boss and the fakes.
Number 5. Bon Jovi. It might come as a shock, but at number 5, we've got fellow New Jersey native Bon Jovi. Both Springsteen and Bon Jovi came from the same state, both celebrated working-class roots, and both filled stadiums with their anthems. But for Bruce, that's where the similarity ended. According to insiders close to Springsteen's circle, he always saw Bon Jovi as style over substance. While Bruce sang about the struggles of real people, factory workers, drifters, small-town dreamers, Bon Jovi was writing polished arena hits about rock star fantasies. In an early 2000s interview, a former E Street Band member hinted that Bruce once said, "I sing about the people I know. He sings about what sells." The tension between authenticity and commercial glam was clear. To Bruce, Bon Jovi's brand of rock felt too shiny, too market-tested. The very opposite of the raw storytelling spirit he built his career on. So even though they've shared stages and mutual respect publicly, privately, the boss never fully respected their musical philosophy.
4. The Eagles. Coming in at number 4, the Eagles. Now, this might surprise many fans. Both the Eagles and Springsteen came from the same era. Both mastered the art of heartland rock. But Bruce never connected with their California cool image or smooth, polished sound. According to biographer Dave Marsh, Bruce reportedly saw the Eagles as corporate cowboys, a band more interested in perfection than passion. In the late 1970s, while Bruce and the E Street Band were sweating it out on marathon 4-hour gigs, the Eagles were crafting pristine harmonies in million-dollar studios. Springsteen's philosophy was simple. Music should come from the gut, not from the boardroom. To him, the Eagles represented everything wrong with the West Coast version of rock. Too calm, too calculated, too comfortable. As one close associate once put it, Bruce respected their success but never envied it. He'd rather play to 100 honest fans in a bar than 1,000 in a cocktail crowd.
3. Kiss. At number 3, the face-painted phenomenon, Kiss. While millions adored their outrageous costumes, explosions, and makeup, Bruce saw something else entirely: the death of authenticity in rock. Springsteen, who built his career on sincerity, storytelling, and sweat-soaked live shows, reportedly despised the theatrical gimmicks that bands like Kiss popularized. In a 1980s backstage conversation quoted by a Rolling Stone journalist, Bruce allegedly remarked, "Rock isn't a circus. It's supposed to be real." To him, Kiss was selling an act, not music. And while he respected Gene Simmons as a businessman, he couldn't stand what the band represented: commercialized rebellion packaged for teenagers. In Bruce's eyes, Kiss turned rock from a message into a marketing tool. That class of values made them everything he stood against. 2. The Sex Pistols. At number 2, the notorious British punks, the Sex Pistols. On paper, you'd think Bruce might have respected them. They were rebellious, anti-establishment, and loud. But in reality, Springsteen reportedly saw them as manufactured chaos. He believed their anarchy was more theater than truth, a performance built by Malcolm McLaren, their controversial manager, to shock the public rather than change anything. According to punk historian John Savage, Bruce once told a journalist in private, "Real rebellion doesn't need a costume. It just needs a reason." While Bruce sang about the real struggles of working-class America, he saw the Sex Pistols as posers, actors dressed up as revolutionaries. He respected their energy, but not their message. To the boss, punk wasn't about destruction, it was about hope. And that's a message the Pistols never understood. And finally, at number 1, the band Bruce Springsteen reportedly hated the most, Journey. Now, Journey is beloved by millions for their arena anthems and power ballads. But for Springsteen, they embodied everything wrong with the 1980s music scene. Too glossy, too corporate, too far removed from the grit and pain that made rock real. In several private interviews during the 1980s, Bruce allegedly mocked the "don't stop believin'" attitude as empty optimism sold to people who never lived the struggle. He felt Journey's music was formulaic, built to sell records, not tell stories. And to a man who wrote Born to Run and The River, storytelling meant everything. In one rare moment of candor, a journalist quoted Springsteen as saying, "If your songs don't come from somewhere true, they don't mean a damn thing." That single quote perfectly captures why Journey topped his private hate list.
Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon.